When the internet ended, it didn't go out with a bang. No alarms, no warning banner, no dramatic countdown. It just stopped. Web pages froze mid-load. Messages sent but never delivered. Videos buffered forever. At first, people assumed it was their Wi-Fi, then their phone, then their service provider. By the end of the day, no one was joking anymore. By the end of the week, cities were quieter than anyone remembered them ever being. Evan was 17 when it happened. Old enough to understand what was lost, young enough to still believe it might come back. He lived in a small town where the loudest thing at night used to be notifications buzzing through walls. Now the loudest thing was the wind. Electricity still worked. Radios still played old music. But the internet, the thing that connected everyone to everyone, was gone. No one knew why. Governments tried to explain. Scientists tried to guess. Eventually, people stopped asking. Life adapted, but it shrank. 3 months after the shutdown, Evan found something strange in his basement. His old laptop, the one he hadn't touched since middle school, turned on. That alone wasn't weird. What was weird was the notification. One new message. There was no Wi-Fi, no Ethernet, no signal at all. The message timestamp read, today 2:17 a.m. Evan stared at the screen for a long time before opening it. If you're reading this, it worked. That was it. No sender name, no email address, just text. Evan typed back without thinking. Who are you? The cursor blinked. Then, someone who didn't want the world to go quiet. Over the next few nights, the messages continued. Whoever it was didn't explain how they were sending them, only that they had found a way through. They talked about things Evan remembered. Streaming music late at night, watching videos until sleep felt optional, knowing what was happening everywhere at once. We thought we were overwhelmed, the messages said. Turns out we were just connected. Evan told no one, not his parents, not his friends. Something about it felt fragile, like saying it out loud would break it. One night, Evan finally asked the question that had been building. Why me? The reply took longer than usual. Because you answered. Evan frowned. What do you mean? I sent the same message to hundreds of machines. Most never turned on. Some turned on, but no one replied. You did. Evan felt his chest tighten. So what happens now? The typing indicator flickered. Now you decide if the silence stays. The next message wasn't text. It was a file. .exe. Evan hesitated. Every instinct told him not to open it. The internet dying had taught people to fear systems they didn't understand. But another instinct, quieter, deeper, reminded him of what the world felt like before. He opened the file. Nothing happened. Then every device in the house turned on at once. Screens lit up, old phones buzzed, a radio crackled with static that slowly shaped itself into voices. Not one voice. Many people. Talking. Laughing. Crying. The noise of humanity rushing back like air into collapsed lungs. The file closed itself. A final message appeared. This won't be permanent, it said. Connections never are. But now you know how to rebuild them. What about you? Evan typed. The reply came instantly. Someone has to stay on the other side. The laptop shut off. The world didn't fully reconnect that night. But small things changed. Radios picked up unfamiliar voices. Phones buzzed once a day with messages from nowhere. Old machines woke up. People began talking again. Really talking. Not because they were bored, but because they remembered what silence felt like. And Evan understood something most people didn't. The internet wasn't lost. It was waiting for someone to answer.